Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights, cameras. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
All through all the videos we just played, let me just first start off from highlighting the man Chief One. Watch out, this guy is gonna be the next biggest superstar across Africa. Mark my words, I'm saying, man. Shouts going out to Chief One, man. That guy is original. He's authentic. He's himself. I love his mannerisms. I love his image. I love his branding. I love his language. I love his videos. I love his music. Watch out, man. That guy's gonna be big, man. Super duper big. He's big already, but bigger than this one. Africa, watch out. This is gonna be our big representation from GH. Mark my words. Soothsayer speaks. I don't speak chap. Whilst I'm on that as well, if you want to do some money transfer, send money with from one ZPay mobile money wallet to another and get a bonus. It's easy, does it, all right? Switch to ZPay and get more and pay less. Also, summer is officially here, and all the biggest titles come alive on the big screens at the Silverbed Cinemas. You can watch Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse, The Flash, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, Barbie, Mission Impossible, Indiana Jones, and the finest of Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, and Jaywood, and top quality Ghanaian movies this season at Ghana's #1 franchise, and complement your movie experience with Ghana's #1 popcorn. I like that part. Now it's the best time of the year to create and share memories with the ones you love at the West Hills Mall and Accra Mall branches. Silverbed Ghana, that's the handle on social media across all the platforms. Or you can catch the viewing times if you want more details on silverbedcinemas.com/West Hills or /Accra. Like they say, Silverbed Cinemas, it's all about entertainment. And also keeping you on the loop with this conversation about Bang and Olufsen, okay? So like they say, discover a world of innovation, a world of luxury, and a world many of us dream of owning. Discover the world of Bang and Olufsen. It's a particularly true brand in the ever-evolving realm of high-end electronics you might love to own. Locate them. It's in the Atlantic Tower on the Liberation Road, Accra, where each passing day, month, and year, a variety of drool-worthy new electronic gadgets ranging from exquisite home theaters, speakers, headphones, TV sets, and soundbar products are released. Bang and Olufsen, like no one else. You know, I was just telling the crew that we're about to have a conversation with that. Say about 2001, 99, 2001, one of the best dancers in GH was me. Hate it or love it, the underdogs on top.
I believe you.
Thank you, my brother.
You are right.
One guy, you have one vote.
One vote, bro.
We won't win, but I did your back.
One of the best dancers, you know, my Motown squad can talk about it. I remember some party used to have somewhere around Rage. Man, I was on the dance floor. I shook the stage. 20 years down the line, I lost my dance grooves. But there's a new generation of new cats, crazy dancers that have taken this dance culture to another level. It's not even a step higher. It's like 10 steps higher. You just watched the video on the screen. You just saw a group of them command the audience. And this is the power of dance. Well, this morning we are honored to have two of them join us. One person will join us again later on in the show, but two are here. Quables and Afronitaaa. Make some noise. Yes. I was just telling Nita that last week her content was just popping up on my timeline all through. I was like, hey, why did I sleep? Why is she coming to my timeline? What is she doing in my house? Yeah. What are you doing in my house? And a few days down the line, guess what? She's live in my face. I'm like, it's an honor to meet you. As for Quables, me and him used to be slim. We're all gunning for 2023 slimmest man of the year. But he chose to, buff up and put on some weight. Because he made some good name for himself as well. Bro, congrats on the establishment of a dance group, dance brand, dance culture, influencing lives and changing the narrative. You've done great, you know that.
Thank you very much.
History will forever remember you. And we're going to talk about that history today. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
They were playing the jam and she was like, how can Afronitaaa be hearing a song and not move? And her answer, I wasn't paying attention. It means that when her mind is on the music, to the left, to the right, Charlie, I don't want to dance if you know. Charlie,
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
But Charlie,
don't do that.
I just still gives us dance.
Boys, no.
No. I beg, just go back soon.
I should dance for you. Listen, you know what? Me and you I'm gonna burn you in a dance competition.
Hey.
Don't even go there.
Bro, ask your lawyer to come to this. Bank, let me, just a word of advice.
See, I don't even know where we start this conversation from. I don't know whether we start from the birth of an academy or start from the birth of a brand like Nita. But let's start from the academy itself, because I think that opened up, this conversation. Of all the things in the world, bro, there were a lot of girls, there were travels, there was movies, there was magic, there was clothes, fashion, rap. What made you decide to look into dance, to establish DWP Academy?
It's crazy, like, because I don't dance myself. I don't even know.
Why is the little doctor not rich?
That's all.
You know?
Shelly.
But I'll say a friend got me there. You know, that's Dance God Lloyd. You know, and this is years back. I don't know if you remember. Some years back, you introduced me as like a Pulse ambassador. MTN Pulse. That's when MTN Pulse came. So years back, like, you know, my career was like I was doing very well. You know, and you know, a brother was telling me about how the dance industry is not good, and you know, things are kind of difficult. You know, and I knew him in high school, so I was like, bro, you should have. I expected you to, like, you know, go far with this dance thing, but he was like, no, bro, this is the situation, you know. And I was like, but you know, back then when I was doing well, like, you know, as an influencer and everything, I didn't get any fulfillment. You know, I wasn't so excited seeing myself on the billboard. You know, I wasn't so excited, you know, getting these endorsement deals and everything. So I was like, okay, bro, you know what? I'm going to support you. You know, I'm going to do this with you. I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I haven't learned this from anywhere. But if you believe that we can do it, then let's do it.
How many years ago was this?
This is, I should say this should be like 8 years or 9 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a very long time, because DWP has been there for like about 5 years. And I was with Dance God. I started managing Dance God for like about 4 years before DWP started, you know. So this is about 9 years ago, and, you know, that's how it all started, you know. And, you know, it got to a point, he was doing very well, and he brought on Afrobeats as well. And we were like, you know, this thing that we're doing, if we are no more, that means it's going to die. So we need to, like, you know, like, come up with a structure, or like groom the next generation, you know. So that's how DWP came up. You know, grooming the next generation, so that, like, if he's not dancing anymore, or I'm not there anymore, there's another generation that continues whatever we've started.
So what was the scene? Listen, sometimes we have to be in there to understand. We were into serials, into rap. I was probably into voiceovers and something else. Olele was pushing hard on his digital. My producer is shouting cocaine in my ears. Look at that, like how Olele was into his you know, media campaign on his on digital media journalism. He's done a great job at that. So we were all focused on different areas. But what was the scene in the dance space at that time? 8 years ago.
It was very bad. Like nobody paid any dancer to do anything. You know, I think that the turning point for me and Dance God was one day, you know, we went to perform. I took him somewhere to go and perform for free. And, you know, even myself, I quit my job. I quit my job to actually do this, you know. And, you know, when we were done.
What was your job, if you can share?
I used to work in advertising.
Wow.
So I worked in advertising for like 6 years.
Okay.
And, you know, he was like, bro, Charlie, give me money for transport. And I was like, bro, me if I don't get.
Charlie.
You know, because I quit my job, and that was like, you know, my main occupation right now, you know. And the last money I get, I take by for. So I was like, me if I don't get. But like we just went to perform somewhere, no transportation, nothing, you know. So and even people look down on them, like, you know. I remember when I quit my job, people were like, why are you following these street guys? Like, you have a job that's paying you. Like, we don't know you like that. Like, there was this way they used to see them. They used to see dancers as street people, or people that are school dropouts, or people that don't have any form of direction.
I Babi, like visual students.
Yeah,
we face them.
They
so
see them. Yeah, so that's how it was back then, you know. But now it's different. Somebody like Afronitaaa, she's very educated. Like, you know, very good academically, but
Take your flowers.
very good academically, but she's pursuing dance. Like I think in SS she got like 9 ones.
No,
Come closer.
in JHS. Oh, shy.
So the way Cyril they watch him like
Because Cyril wrote A level. That's why.
I take God and in big bro. Oh, I beg you this morning.
So in JHS, I had 8 ones.
Okay.
And then in SHS, I had 6 A's and 2 B's.
Okay. I mean, because we don't have all the time. I
So
just
your
wanna
brain
pick-
was also dancing.
Yeah, like she's very good academically, and she's excelling in her career as a dancer as well.
Okay, so how are you? I mean, just because he said that, how were you able to? The perception that most parents carry about some non-white scholar jobs, if I can say that. It makes it look as if it's quite difficult convincing them to jump into such things. And I'm very sure a lot of us have experienced such narratives where parents might not necessarily be in favor of certain things within the creative arts industry. You just might try and convince them that you want to be like he's saying, a dancer, or you want to be a painter.
Bro, I want to
or
be a footballer.
a footballer. That's the one they don't go there. The one that you look like you are off. You are not even a part of the conversation at all.
Talk more of being a dancer or talk less of being a dancer.
Yeah, you look like you're not perceived to be serious, but these have turned around to be very powerful, influential careers
Really
that
creative
now
careers.
so anyway, let me just cut in and big shout out to Endurance who just joined us live in the building right
Yes,
now. Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
For
you're
having us.
welcome. By the way, that I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna burn all of you today. Like, I'll spoil you people today.
This thing,
bro,
the people that say, we don't go for help you.
Don't worry, I got this.
Touchline.
How were you able to convince parents that this is something that you wanted to take on?
Okay, so my parents are very supportive people, one. And then their main fear was me getting into this whole dance thing, and then I'll slack when it comes to my academics. So when I realized that was what they were afraid of, I also decided that, if my parents are thinking this way, then I'm going to show them that, I can actually do it. So when I actually joined DWP after BEC. So after BEC, I joined when I was going to SHS. That's when they were like, is she going to be able to balance the two, all of that? So when I went to SHS, first semester, my grades were very good. I came home, and how I scheduled it was that, we're doing a double track system. So when I go to school, fully books. When I come home, then I do the books and then the dance, but then more of the dance than the books, Yes. And so it was like, that's what their fear was. So I made sure that when I go to school, I really put my all in so that I come out with very, very good grades. And then when they saw that, my daughter can actually balance both, and then they supported me throughout.
And Endurance, what's your story as well with regards to, how home folks would deal with you getting into a space like dance, other than being doctor, pilot, lawyer?
It wasn't an easy journey when it comes to my family, especially my mom. She wanted me to be a lawyer. I don't know how she figured that out by herself, but for some reason she wanted me to be a lawyer. Yeah, I don't think she's watching, so let me flow. She wanted me to be a lawyer, but my dad always supported anything I wanted to do. Looking at my talent, he even got me my first football boot, as at that time I wanted to play football. Yes.
Oh, you wanted to play football?
Yeah, I wanted to be a professional.
Did you ever
footballer.
play?
Yeah, I did at some point.
He owns a...
Allow.
A female football academy.
I'm her agent.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm her agent.
I get Division 1.
I'm her agent
as
now,
a
please.
sports investor, I won't tell her to stop dancing.
No. She can dance and play football.
She's
So
dancing
when can we
better
come
than
for a
all my
meeting?
players play.
Anyways, please go ahead. Over this.
Yeah, so that was basically what happened. But as time went on, I had to just stand firm on my grounds and decided to leave home to be ordered to pursue what I wanted to.
You left home?
Yeah, I left home.
Where did you go?
See how Joseph left his family. I left home at a very early age. So yeah.
Where
To
did you go?
Okay,
I
sorry.
came to Ghana.
Oh, so, okay, where were you coming from?
Nigeria. Yes.
And then you came to Ghana
Yes.
by yourself?
By myself.
How old were you?
I was like 16, 17.
So you came by road or by plane?
By road or boat.
Hey,
Canoe. You know canoe? Yeah, that vibe.
are you serious?
Yes.
Just because you wanted to dance?
Just because at that point, I wanted to play football. So
Okay.
football brought me to Ghana because my mom was not in support of it.
All right.
So in order to just pursue what I really wanted, I had to leave home. and cater for myself. She involved a lot of pastors trying to tell me that this is the prophecy. God said you shouldn't go, but I had to just leave. But along the line, I found dance, and dance found me. So,
let's not jump into the end of the story. I'm interested to know what was in Ghana. Did you have a friend? Did you have a family? Did someone call you?
Scout.
To Ghana?
I had a family.
Okay.
But there was nobody as at that time to take care of me. It was just all me because my dad passed, and then it was just all me. When I came to Ghana, I had that perception that when I come, it's just going to be me. So I was prepared for it.
But who did you come to?
Yes.
I didn't come to anybody, but as at that point, I was squatting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you know anybody in Ghana?
Yeah,
when you were
I knew some few people because I attended my senior high school here.
Okay.
So I knew some few people.
So you came back, connected with your senior high school people.
Yes.
And then did you go straight into football, or did you have to do other jobs and stuff to survive?
I went straight into football, but at some point I had to stop. Because
Did you play for any team?
Yes, I did.
What team?
Anglo Ladies. Are you
okay.
Yeah. Play for Anglo Ladies in the Volta region.
You deserve a round of applause. You are daring.
When they say chase your dreams,
You are
on a canoe. This is
you have a story.
Most people will not move across their main road to chase their dreams.
no, that's
My
tough.
sister.
That's
I
really
believe
tough.
your story this morning for some listeners will definitely inspire even some adults
Yes.
to
Yeah.
rethink again. So for you, Quables, like on stories like this, in establishing, how did you get to connect with folks like this?
I believe that that's why it's called Dance with a Purpose. I believe that all of these lives that are connected to us, it was just meant to be, and then because she was working in the filling station, and I think one of the people there were two guys that used to come to our dance classes every Saturday from Ho. So they pick a car from Ho and come for dance class on Saturday, and they go back.
Where was the dance class?
In Accra.
Accra, like where in Accra?
One Airport Square.
So they come from Ho every Saturday?
Yes, to come for dance class. So I think one of them went back and then, told Endurance about auditions, or something. And then that's how she found her way. So it's all connected. Every single person is connected some way, somehow, and lives are being changed. All of them have very interesting stories of how dance saved them,
Give us a fair idea of how it is in the academy. Let us understand the experience. Afronitaaa, you start off with us.
How it is in the academy, as in
What happens there?
Everyday life.
What happens there? What is the networking like? What are classes like? Socializing, learning. Give us a fair idea. I've never seen a dance academy before. I don't know how it works.
Okay, let me brief you. Okay. So DWP is more like a family. We are not like, hey, you do this, hey, you do this. We are calm, we all understand each other. I mean, we are different people from different backgrounds. You cannot do what someone wants. Someone cannot do what you want. You just have to understand each other and then live peacefully. So first of all, we have dance classes 4 times a week.
Dance classes?
Okay, the classes are 2, but then for the members, we have rehearsals 2 times. So we have classes on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and then Saturdays 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then for we the members, we have rehearsals on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 to 3 on Tuesdays, and then 1 to 4 on Thursdays. So for the rehearsal, when we come, if there's a song we need to work on, like create a choreography, a routine, we work on that. If there's a program, a show coming up, we rehearse. If we have nothing doing, we still rehearse our personal stuff. And on days of dance classes, so we have master class and we have beginners class. When people come, we stretch, and then we have the beginner class. Now that we are our own people, if you don't understand.
Yeah. Now that you are standing your 2 feet.
Yeah.
So there's a schedule. So if I'm teaching on Wednesday, I'm assisted by 2 different people in the academy. So that's how it is. So maybe my assistant will take the stretching session, the other assistant will do the warm-up. I'll do beginners class and master class. When we are done, we stretch again. we end the class. Oh yes, 50 cedis per class. It's not free.
Which one comes before beginners for Foley? Which one?
He's a retired dancer, so you would have to find like a legacy fee for him or something. I believe. Oh,
So Endurance, how do you manage interpersonal relationship with regards to the other side of it, like they are better dancers, ego, you know,
Dance
because
is competitive,
it's
right?
competitive. It's competitive.
Yeah.
Aside from the fun we see you have,
Yeah.
I do understand that there's some competition in there.
Me or to us, there's a competition, but we don't look at that side because we all feel like we are all in the same business together. We are all in it to win, and we are kind of trying to make a point. So to us, we don't feel like there is a need to compare ourselves to another dance company out there, because there's only one thing that's bringing us together, and that's dance. And that is to change a narrative, to prove a point to people out there that you can actually use dance for something reasonable in the future. So we don't look at that side. You get me? It's all positive vibes from us to other people.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Afronitaaa, you have become a leader. Now you have 2 assistants. You do. I don't mean you mean it literally, but I'm saying that you, in your own right, you become a leader. Endurance is also a leader, and I think Rolly as well.
Everyone.
You're all leaders, right? So you're.
You see the tonight I talk about.
We don't over there. We make sure that nobody is better than anybody.
Yeah, but they all have
Everybody is
leadership roles,
Yes,
right? So like you assign tasks and stuff.
everybody is
So I want to
assigned.
find out from you. Then we go to Endurance, the journey. Let's talk about your first day when you entered the DWP. Who did you see? What was it like? Did they ask you to come and do some dance moves? Because I am teaching beginner and master class.
Tell us the story.
Yeah, so we are here for the story. So
Daddy.
who did you learn under? Like just talk to us. Because Quables definitely doesn't know how to dance.
So you will leave the guy alone. Since this man entered this one,
I know I'm better than him.
only lady here, you go beat Ole.
Okay. I don't know why I'm teary, but I feel like it just dawned on me the whole journey and how far we've come. So I saw DWP online. I saw DWP on Instagram. I actually saw Dance God Lloyd on Instagram, and I really liked him. So he was like someone I looked up to, and I saw him in person at Osu. I'll not forget, in front of Alai, like 1 meter away from Alai. And then I met him, and I was like, Mom, this is the guy. I was Papa, I said, oh, Mommy. And then I asked her to go and talk to him. And then she went to talk to him, and he was like, oh, we have dance classes, so I can come for the dance classes. But at that time, I was preparing for BEC, so like Saturday classes, I couldn't go for the dance classes. So after BEC, I did something for her, and she asked me, what do I want to return? I was like, Mommy, I want to go for the dance class. And then I went to my sister. So the first day I went to my sister, I remember exactly what I was wearing. I had braided the side of my hair, and then I was wearing a white long sleeve top with ash leggings and then some Converse. And my sister was wearing some, I don't remember. And we went for the class. When I went, the place was crowded. I think it was one of their biggest classes. It was a workshop, so it was like 2 classes in one. Wow. And that was like the class that brought most of us together back then. So I went, the place was crowded, and I was shy. Because like I was seeing big people, like they look big, huge.
like
No, like tall people. You see how Timeless, someone like Timeless. And then Timeless and Bai were standing behind me during the class.
Wow.
And they were energetic. And then some of the moves, I was not getting it. And then they were like intimidating me. But I was like, nah, they are guys, I'm a girl. So I was understanding myself in that way. So there was one particular move they were teaching. I remember I was not getting it. And then it was Dance God I was teaching. So he pulled me aside and told Afrobeats to help me with that move. Then I came back. So it was 2 classes. I remember the songs. No. Bobo. Hey, that's dun 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 dun.
They're not gonna know the song now.
Wait, do it again. Wait, just do it again. Do it again. Do it again. What you just did? You just did some move right now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
They tried it. Don't do it more than console.
You don't get insurance.
Yeah, that song and some other song. So we got there. We finished the dance class. We took pictures with them. We posted. People were like, "Oh, now you're with them. You're not." Those things. fast forward, the first thing I did with DWP was Chalote. So went for the Chalote Festival.
What year was this, if you don't mind? What year?
2018.
2018, okay.
Yes. Went for the Chalote Festival. I mean, like, that was like our first main gig at that time. So we all went, it was fun. And I remember I was like the youngest at that time. So it was like everyone's eye was on me. They have to make sure I'm okay. Because if I'm not okay, my parents will come and attack them.
the company will shut down.
Because she was 14 at that time.
Yeah, I was 14. I know, right? Tiny girl.
She's 19 now, so she was 14 back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Charlie, you have work on your hands, Quables. Serious work.
Serious work.
We'll come into the details, like you're saying.
Fast forward, it's been like grace upon grace. Like big things came our way, things that we never expected to do. Personally, I never expected to stand on a stage like VGME. I never expected to work with some kind of artist. I never expected to even see them eyeball to eyeball. But like DWP brought this opportunity to us. And I just want to say I'm grateful to all 3 co-founders of DWP. May God richly bless them. And I also believe strongly that God brought all of us together. Because, I mean, sometimes you just wonder, hey, so how did I meet them?
Yeah.
Why am I, like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's just God's plan. And then I'm glad we are able to fulfill it.
It was
together.
meant to happen. I mean, like, we can't let you all leave you out of this. Because I
Endurace,
really want to know
Endurace,
how yours... Because Quables was talking about, you know, Volta
filling
region
station.
and all, filling station.
Yeah.
I don't even want to give us insights into how you also transitioned into the academy.
Okay, so when I came to Ghana to pursue my football career, at some point I wasn't seeing top. When they see top, so it happened that my higher authorities, like the coach or the owner of the team, like they were trying to do some funny moves that wasn't sitting right with me, and I was actually depressed for some time because I was actually thinking that, okay, was my mom actually right? That I shouldn't have come to Ghana at the first place. So I had to pause on the football, and then I went back to Ho because I wasn't in Ho. I went to Anglo. And then I was just thinking out loud. But then I decided to get a job for myself. That was where I started working at this antiseptic company as an accountant. Just small, it's not big, just this small.
So you're just adding and subtracting.
So, and then after some time, the owner of the company, he passed. And then I had to later go to Gold Filling Station to train myself. I passed the exams, and then they employed me as a pump attendant. I worked there for like 2 years. Yes, for 2 years in Ho. And then after some time, Dempsey, one of my colleagues in DWP, he came to Ho, and then he saw me.
Our Dempsey.
Yeah.
No, we have a Dempsey.
No, we have another Dempsey.
How old were you then, if you don't mind sharing?
How was I then?
Yes. How old were you then when you became the pump attendant?
I was 20.
You were 20?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And this was what year?
This was like 2019.
2019. 20, okay. So this is before COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please
Before
go ahead.
COVID. And then Dempsey saw me and he was like, he came to buy fuel. He was in a car. And then he was like, Endurance, what are you doing here? I'm like, what normal human beings would be doing here? What is that? It's not like I'm doing anything illegal. I was pissed at some point, but he was like, but he didn't picture that I would be here because the way we were dancing back in school, he was thinking I would like get into a bigger picture by now. And then at some point I started thinking about it, but I didn't think about the dance like that. But he was trying to push me and be like, come, let's rehearse, let's dance, let's do this. And then I quit Gold Filling Station because still I wasn't finding what I was supposed to do. I was getting money quite all right, but it wasn't what I've not found myself.
Fulfilment.
Yes, I was not getting that satisfaction that I needed. And then one day I was just sitting home jobless, just in my thoughts. And then my sister's husband, he called me and he said, what are you doing with your life? What do you want to do with your life? And this is someone that actually left Nigeria to just come and stay in Ghana vacation. He's asking me what I want to do with my life. And I'm like, I don't know yet. I wanted to go into football. He was like, the football, you are not seeing top. Why not go into your dance? Because you are actually good in dance. But me, I feel like if I go to a place, I hear music, I just dance. I never knew that I had it in me. He was like, why not just try dance? Travel to Accra, go to Accra Mall, go to the market. I'm like, I'm not mad. I don't have anybody in Accra. I can't just go and stand at Accra Mall, I see like those step-up movies. And then he was like, just try it. He would see me through, I should just try. and then I gave it a push. I remember my first video, I went to barracks to shoot it. And then after that time, it was like roses. I've not looked back ever since.
So how did DWP come in?
DWP.
Yes.
I've been emailing DWP. emails. I really wanted to join them because there were other academies out there, but I felt like I could connect more with DWP Academy. That was when I was just home one day, and then a friend of mine, he said, he's going to DWP auditions. I'm like, when is it? He was like, the next day. I'm like, but hey, God, I'm not prepared. I don't know anybody in Accra. How do I go about this? And then dawn, I set off. I had a friend in Tema. I told her that I would like to come and stay at her place. I just needed to attend this audition and see how it went. I wasn't prepared. I went there. When I got inside there, I could feel this. There was this tension. You know, you see when you see great people, like you're like,
similar to what you're saying.
Yes,
like,
am I really fit for this? Because I didn't come prepared. And watching people do their thing, you know, I saw Dance God Lloyd, Afrobeats, I saw Quables. I was like, hey, and they were keeping a very firm look.
Who doesn't know how to dance?
Yes, they were keeping a very firm look. They weren't smiling, nothing. Okay, I was like, okay, I'll just go and do what I can do. That's the best I can do. And then they called my name. I did what I could do, and then I saw member. I was so glad because I was like, hey, these 50 cedis I spent from home, hey, cannot waste though. From that day, like, honestly, DWP has saved us in a lot of ways. That people just think that we are just like a dance movement, but it's actually way beyond that. Looking at where we came from and how we're going, it's something that people should actually listen to. It's a story everyone should listen to. If you listen to each person's story in the DWP Academy,
inspiring. Quables, congratulations! You went dance well. Like you just moved. I've just been moved by the two stories I've just heard. You know, two different places, but each story background, but each story carries a certain level of an inspiration. That how do you in terms of management? How does this work? And marketing the brand. Sorry, even before that we come to that. Do you have collaborations, partnerships with any other academies? What are the conversations outside breaking the barriers of Ghana? Because this is Dancing Without Borders, if I can say that.
Yeah, so, we started with just Accra.
Okay.
And then, we decided to set up like DWP in Ho. We set up DWP in Kumasi. We want to, the plan is to actually have like DWP in like all of the regions, so that everybody that wants to dance can, have like a platform. We also set up DWP USA. I heard William was here. So we did DWP USA as well. How we manage this is, I feel like it's been a very tough journey, because when it comes to finances and everything, it's been hard. No support from anywhere. We don't have, unless of course we go and perform for someone, or we get to work with some brand or something. But we don't have any support from anywhere aside.
Hold on for us, Olele. Isn't that quite surprising that dance being a major component now in such an influential act, TikTok and all, no corporate body has really decided to take on dance as its, advertising sort of.
Yeah, they still see dance as an add-on, not as a standalone. And it's the same way musicians used to see dance as something in the background. So we go do the main set, then get some three dancers for back. It's an afterthought. Like he said, they went to perform, nobody even gave them transport. Yeah. So a lot of the marketing people are still seeing dance as an add-on. When they want eyeballs, they need to introduce a product, they need to activate, they need to influence on the product. Then they call dancers, but nobody's actually building marketing campaigns around dance. And that is the flaw, because we are still only limited to consuming dance on social media. That, for me, if I was a marketing head of a company, that would be the reason why I wouldn't build an entire campaign around dance, unless that campaign is supposed to be a standalone digital campaign. Then I can build it around dance. But I'm not seeing the amount of dance we see on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, on TV, radio. I can't consume it. billboards. It's impossible.
Is that why there is
So-
there's no conversation between maybe like let me just say like a Motors Guinness Street dance and you guys? Are there any conversations of any sort?
No.
It becomes only digital. The reason why even dance has become a big thing, right, is because these platforms are visual-led platforms. And without the likes of TikTok being number one, without TikTok, even dance wouldn't be this big. Because Instagram, as much as Instagram has video, Instagram is not a dance
But
platform.
we changed that because
Yes.
the dance got blew up from Instagram.
Instagram, yeah, but typically people go to Instagram to see what is beautiful, what is nice, who is living the life I want, who went where, who is posting their achievements. So Instagram kind of feeds our vanity, our curiosity to check who's doing what. But when we want pure entertainment, where we don't want to think about it, we go to TikTok.
So on the back of that, let me ask: we watched some videos of the two of you on stage in some school. Now, being able to connect and dance, becoming that influential, and people seeing you and getting so excited. Tell us about the experience, and how people react to the fact that you are dancers.
Okay. Looking at, first of all, when Afronitaaa and I were called to be speakers on that, I think is that Power of a Girl conference. Yeah, Power of a Girl conference. Looking at that amount of girls, just standing up and giving a round of applause to their own fellow girl for what they've done so far in the dance industry. Not only the dance industry, but the amount of people they've been able to impact. And the fact that they are able to look up to us and be like, I want to be like you one day. I'm inspired by your story, and hopefully I would get to where I'm able to get to just by just learning from you. It's a blessing. To me, I would say it's a blessing, and it's not everybody that gets that opportunity. It's not everybody.
So sorry, that's why I'm trying to create an argument here. So based on what Cyril is saying, based on what Quables is saying, based on what you are saying, Cyril, then is that the real story? Because I see an actual impact of dance, having on the people.
So I think that it's most of the people that are in DWP, they're not. That's what you keep saying. They keep saying that it's not just dance. They are more like influencers right now. With the way they dress, so some of them are even stylists, because the way they dress, people come on their pages and copy how they dress. The way they'll probably like advertise a product is different from how maybe somebody does not. So they are more like influencers, and so their branding is different. Their branding is totally different. So it's not just dance. It's not just people just watching their videos and liking it. Like, people are actually inspired by how they look, how they talk, their stories and everything.
I checked your page.
What
For some of them, over 145,000 views and stuff. They have been watching.
145.
More than
17
That's
million.
coins. Those are the coins.
Sorry, you don't ask you.
22 actually.
I went to gossip on your page more, and then I saw it.
I just want to find out from Afronitaaa Endurace. Do you see? I know you say it's more than dance, but you wanted to be a footballer, right? I don't know if there were other dreams that you have, but obviously when you start getting money, your dreams start changing, right? So is it going to be dance full time, or you're also looking to set up an ad hoc DWP Academy or something? What was like the future for? I know it's too early, but what are some of the future plans you guys have for your personal careers?
Okay, should I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, so for me, I'll not say it's just dance. So I'm actually studying business administration in Legon.
Okay.
Personally, I wanted to be a finance controller, and I don't want to throw that away.
Okay.
So I know that I'll grow old, I'll give birth, I'll become, you understand?
Become mommy.
Yes. So for now, in my youthful days, I'm going to do my dance thing.
Okay.
When I grow up, I'm going to structure it in such a way that even if I don't have to do my vigorous dancing, I'm still going to maintain it. And it's going to give me that income is giving me now maybe times 10 or times 20 or times 1 million. And
Hey, BEC students and his money. Her money is not there.
To be a financial controller. I mean, hello. We're talking money here. Hello.
And so around that time, that's when I can use my certificates to do all those kind of white collar jobs. So for now, it's dance. and then preparing myself for my future job.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right. Endurance?
Yeah, it's not going to be dance alone. You know, I also have a bigger picture for myself. Also looking at furthering my education, since I didn't get to complete it back then, and also own a business of my own that has dance in it, and also, you know, real estate.
Wow.
I love real estate.
We love
I
real
to
estate. So
own
the education
something.
is going to be about real estate or something along the lines of architecture. What is it going to be like?
Yes, exactly. You know, entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah. And you know, just if God willing, my higher authorities or my Oga at the top, you know, they see something they're supposed to see. Hopefully, I would love to handle a DWP branch somewhere around the world.
Would you go back to Nigeria?
Yes.
How is mommy taking all of this excitement?
She's actually proud.
Wow.
She's actually proud every time she calls me and she's like, I was going to the market and they're like, hey, I saw your child on TikTok. So she's actually proud and she doesn't bring up this whole lawyer thing
Anymore.
Again, you know?
Look, I'm just checking a video out on Endurance page. She just flipped the bottle backwards and landed, and it's got like 1 million views on here. Like, yo, whoa.
It's actually it was about people believing in you that you could do it. Do you know how many tries I took? It was a lot of tries.
I was going to ask because you guys have a lot of dance routines. Like,
Yes.
I'm sure you have like 1,000 dance routines, right?
How did you remember?
How do you remember all the dance? Because some of them are very complex.
Yeah.
You know, you're moving your hands and your legs, and I used to think if you're a drummer, you have a lot of things going on in your brain because you have to do pum 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 pum. But as dancers, you are moving your feet, your hands, sometimes your neck, your head, your back. What's going on in your brains? Hello?
It's just our brains, I wouldn't say it's not different from the average person, but I think it's all in your mind. You get me? And the ability to be able to remember what you've been taught. It's not everybody that has the ability to learn or to create a choreography or a routine by themselves. And in DWP, all of us, we have the ability to actually stand in front of a mirror and create a full routine by ourselves.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Wow.
And when we are being taught this, we do it like how you've actually taught us. You
Okay.
understand?
You can bring the mic down just a little bit.
I want to ask.
Go into pricing for me.
I'm going to get to price.
Yeah,
That's
go
what I was
into
going to
pricing.
get to.
Before can I?
Okay, sure.
So just to Quables and to all of you, so you can actually patent and own the copyright
Of a dance
to
move.
your dance choreography. So as you are creating the moves and coming up with your unique moves, this is free money for you. Don't just do it for the TikTok views and the likes and some move now here and I'll pay you to do it on my stage.
Cyril, I hope you know that when you see PDD do your move, what's really saying?
Yeah. So I don't know if you know
Because
about.
we've seen Beyonce.
When you
doing
see
some-
some beer ad, global beer ad, do your move in their this thing.
Beyonce,
in their
we've seen
video.
Beyonce do
Don't
it. We've
just
seen
take it
Shakira
like
do
it
it.
comes to you easy.
Yeah.
You can do another one. Do it. I'm sure Oga at the top knows what to do. Get it patented. Everybody can use it, but every time it's used in a commercial capacity, you can still be your academy boss and make extra money. You can still be mommy, the finance controller, and still be making money off the
I mean,
moves.
you heard of the
You
opera for Killer Cat Black.
Drake. Yeah, so
See,
don't
that-
take
20
it.
years later.
That's one of the main reasons why when we create these routines now on social media, we let them know that this was created by this person.
Yeah, documentation would help.
Yeah.
Yes, you see. So whenever you want to do a routine from any dance artist, you have to give that credit to the artist.
Okay.
You know,
How are you guys getting paid?
they are paving way for us to get paid. Yes,
How?
DWP paves the way. You see,
DWP.
just like how my manager said, he says we are not just dancing. We can also be influencers. We're also influencers. We're also stylists. We earn money for ourselves. You have to be responsible enough to know that they are just giving you the opportunity to make money for yourself and to make
Okay,
money
let's
for
drill in
yourself.
deeper on that
Yeah, I
one.
was
I'm
good.
sorry, but let's get. You want to gossip on it small. So, you are being managed by DWP. Does it translate into, or does it get to maybe things like digital media revenue, maybe your YouTubes and stuff like that? Are you allowed to run your own YouTube channels?
Yes, so-
And how does that work?
So in DWP, like there's a lot of like it's usually when you go certain places, they are building the brand of the company. But in DWP, we make sure that we're building the individuals. And then at the end of the day, like it covers the company as well. So every single person has their own YouTube. They monetize their own YouTube.
Okay.
Everybody has their page. You know, when
those revenues are theirs.
Yes, those revenues are theirs. So when we have like when we're creating content, we can say that this is for Afronitaaa, this is for Endurance. You know, we don't say that no, it should go on DWP, you know, YouTube or anything.
Okay.
You know, so individually we are building the individual brands before the company brand.
Wow, I'm so excited for you guys.
Yeah, I also want to find out how the collaboration with artists, you know, have been in terms of support, in terms of amplification. I think I heard Avozik say someone like Stoneboy or Medical, you know, really gave him, you know, the platform when nobody was really banking on him. For your superstars, how has it been like for them, you know, in terms of accessing or engaging them? Have the artists appreciated their craft enough to know that, okay, this is a multi-million-dollar industry, that they should also, you know, pay them what they are worth?
I think now artists are beginning to understand that like there's value. We become with a lot of value, you know. But before they never did. Up to now, some people still don't, you know, believe in what we do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like, you know, like they want us to do it for free. You know, because if we probably take a song and, you know, we come up with a choreography for it and push it online.
Yeah, it goes viral.
It goes viral. It transcends to streams. You know, you're going to make money. You know, you'll probably invest in a music video. You'll probably pay, you know, DJs to play your song. You'll probably pay TV to play your song.
Yeah.
But why don't you want to pay the dancers to promote your song? You know, they don't see that bit. You know, so but I mean it's changed now. Like right now, they consider that because it's evident that there's been songs that, you know, our influence has, you know, made those songs blow up, like Down Flat, Overdose, and they also created that Overdose.
Good
Scene.
Yes,
This song again, Balance It, Morning Stress,
Maybe
A whole lot. Something.
Yeshua.
Yes, so many.
That's Yeshua.
Yeah.
It's a shoe, eh?
No.
Dempsey, yeah.
Dempsey.
So many songs. And look at, for instance, Balance It has like 1 million Shazams. We did promo across board, but the dance
alone has brought 1 million people.
1 million Shazams.
That's a lot.
You know,
apart from all that, I think was it yesterday or 2 days ago we were talking about life after the career. You know, are there like some programs or master classes you hold for these ones? You know, like financial planning. You know, she wants to be a financial controller, so I'm sure she's already had. But for the others, you know, what they use their money for when they get their money, because it will be sad to see some of the dancers, you know, make money as it is or as it were now, and then later be hungry. So what are some of the things that you have put in place at the academy to make sure that their monies are, you know, being put into good use?
Actually, like we do have like meetings and have conversations about like, you know, and then it's like an open forum.
Okay.
You know, telling you that, okay, we should do things this way, let's do things this way, and we give advices as to what you should do. But I mean, with what you are saying is something I've actually like considered doing, like, you know, getting people to come and speak to them.
Investments,
you know,
talking about investing opportunities.
And all of that, you know, it's very, very important because they are very young, and I mean, some years to come, like that's when they'll see, you know, the importance of all of those things.
Lisa, what's your biggest check you've received so far? And what happened to you when you saw the check? Don't give me an exact.
In GRA.
Don't give me an exact amount. All right, just give me a range. Just give me a range. When you saw, it's like, oh my God.
Rule number 1: never disclose your income publicly on air, even if it is on my show.
Look,
okay.
Like never before. This guy, he wants to know more than me.
Yes, that's why I said she should tell me off air, but I'm not going to let her shoot herself in the foot.
He wants to know more than me.
Because of El Salvador.
Just give me a range. Just give me a range.
Are you comfortable?
I'm asking.
No, I mean with your money. Are you comfortable with your money game now? Endurance, are you comfortable? Give a microphone for me. I like that. So where do you stay now? Don't give us specifics. Where do you stay now? Are you comfortable? Savings, money to move about?
I can say I'm comfortable. Looking at what I've been through in life, I'm comfortable. All thanks to DWP, I am.
Okay, so we're going to sign out of plus 89.9 FM as well. You need to sign out on the radio. But for the next 10 minutes, we're going to be live on TV as well. Still, for those on Plus FM, catch the podcast this evening. It will be back on screens at 10 p.m. Plus, it will be on YouTube, on 3 Media Networks YouTube channel. So you can check it out on there as well. We'd love to have you go check it out. And watch what is going to happen after, because my dance moves.
Oh, boy.
Man. And that's what we are coming to, how to create dance. So if you're on Plus, thank you very much. And at this point in time, we say a goodbye to you as well. Anyway, so now for those who are on TV with us, I want to understand how you create these dance moves. What goes, is there maybe some history of maybe some small culture B of the Ashantis and the Gas and the LS small community side, or I want to understand how. I want to understand how you create a dance.
Okay, so I don't dance, but I'll say a little bit.
Yes.
So,
I like the disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people say that we've thrown away Azonto and our cultural dances, but most of the time some of these moves actually come from there. The cultural dances. So it's probably done in a faster way. Maybe somebody's doing Adowa. The way they're going to do it on an Afrobeat song, you will probably not see that it's Adowa, but that's where that's the inspiration. So sometimes we get inspiration from the cultural dances as well. But sometimes they create certain things that I don't know where it comes from, to be honest. Like,
can we? I know you're seated, but can we have an idea of the creation process of some dances? With a bit of movement. I can do the movement for you, but not now.
The creation, are you talking about creation of a routine or a dance move?
Hey, please explain it to me. I don't understand.
Okay, so the dance moves are like the individual moves you put together to form a routine. So the moves are there, like people automatically, I'm not so automatically, but then people just wake up, dance, rehearse, and then they come up with a unique move, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me just name this move and put it out there. Okay, so people in our academy, most of the people in our academy have individual moves they created. So there's someone called Key Guy. He has like 6 or 7 moves he created, and then they are out there. He created Sweet Mother. He created Muhammad Ali.
Which one is Sweet Mother? Like, how? Because I think I saw you doing a dance on your page. Is it?
the Muhammad Ali.
Let me do Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali is...
Okay, so go back a little bit. Just go back a little bit.
Okay.
To go to your left. No, sorry, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, great. That camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we will go with it. We'll go with
So
it.
Muhammad Ali is a boxer.
A little
So
bit.
with
a
this
little
move,
bit. Good.
With this move, it depicts someone boxing. So
All right, a bit more. We want to go a bit more. We want to capture you in the camera.
perfect.
Is
Okay.
it good?
Okay, they say you should keep going. They're talking to us in our ears, so they say keep going. Is it okay? Is it okay? All right, it's
Perfect,
fine.
perfect.
Yeah.
So Muhammad Ali is a boxer. So the move depicts someone boxing. So it looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So it's not just...
This is someone who said he was dancing for me.
Oh, but you know what? Like what? Like
Bro, ask your friend there. Listen, hey, bro.
Yo.
Ask your friend. Don't do that. Don't do that again.
Yo.
No. Like
So you just created your own dance.
Patented, bro. Patent that stuff for me. Mike Tyson.
this patent will get 12 CDs.
Total. Okay. All right.
So there's most of the time there's a story behind the dance moves.
Okay.
So Muhammad Ali, he named it Muhammad Ali because it depicts someone boxing.
Okay.
That's how the whole dance move creation comes about.
Okay. Yes. Endurance. What about? Are there any very difficult dance? Very, very difficult ones that Charlie. If you see somebody do it, they go like, "Whoa!"
Now they're mad cut. If it's difficult for them, then
There are no difficult dance
Okay.
for us to learn or to catch up with. It can give you that wow feeling, like, hey, Charlie,
Okay, complicated. Maybe
crazy.
difficult is
Yeah.
complicated dance. I want if there are any complicated
or
ones.
complex or something. Yeah.
It's not complex.
These are like the best dancers in the world.
It's not
Yeah,
complex.
so-
It's not complicated.
And I think that we have got some source that like other people cannot do.
Yeah.
But whatever they do is very easy for us to learn. Because our style of dance is more difficult.
You can learn this, but they can't learn yours.
Yes.
Wow, that's hard.
Yeah.
It takes some time.
Yeah.
That's why when I'm watching the video at home, I can't do that.
Afropop, yeah.
It's hard.
That's
What we do here.
Your mic.
our style of dance is Afro pop. So Afro pop is like basically all popular moves out there. So even if it's ballet, you will find a way to make it Afro.
Afro,
Yes.
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 Have
So
you done it yet?
I can do a move that looks
we
like
do
ballet
ballet?
that is Afro.
We did ballet.
Okay.
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 Toby.
Yeah, Toby.
Yeah, actually.
Yes. Now that you mentioned it, let's talk about that one. Global Citizen. You guys were all in green. Talk to us about the experience. What was the feedback like? What was the interaction like with Toby? Because Toby is huge. And I know he came with, did he come with his own creative direction, or you guys did the choreography yourselves?
No, they came with
came
their
They came there. I know for Asha, it was
We created
you
it.
created it, but for Toby it was his creative direction. So talk to us about the differences. Like, what were some of the?
Okay, so with Toby, we got the news from Quables that we're performing with Toby, all of that, and they sent the choreography to us like video.
Wow.
So there were like I think 12 different songs he was performing, and we had to learn all the choreographies from the video. And I mean that's not, I'm not saying it's difficult, but it wasn't easy. Because it was not even our particular style of dance. It was like a very, very different style of dance. So you had
Like
to learn
more, was
from
it
the
more
video.
Western or what? Or?
Yeah, more Western.
Yeah, like what
exactly.
I used to do.
Security.
We had to learn it online. So we actually learned everything, we rehearsed everything, and then his people came to Ghana. He came to Ghana as well. They came to check out what we've done. So if there's a move that she feels like we can actually change this to make it look more Afro, we do it that way. If she wants to change the formation, she does it. So like just those little touches. But I think we did a very good job because she didn't have to do so much. She just had to like,
Who is the
stand
she
this way.
here?
The choreographer.
Diako. So he flew his choreographer with him.
Yes.
Oh, hallelujah.
But it was a very beautiful experience.
Where you are
I
going,
mean,
park for now.
You see where I'm going?
Park for now.
Choreographer fly and come.
Park,
Make
bro.
it can't see.
Handbrake.
Okay. Oh, Charlie.
So you've asked them
oh,
about
one
that.
last thing.
Okay,
We
yeah,
had a
add
lot
it.
of sleepless nights.
Oh, is it? Well, how many days did it take? Because
I can't remember, but it was a very short
period to
period.
learn
Like
all that, yeah.
the notice was very short. I'm sure like
Less than 4
5
days.
or
So we used to have overnight.
yeah,
Wow.
all night
Studio at
rehearsals.
like 5 a.m.
hey,
Wow.
We've done that so many
Yeah,
times.
so many times actually.
let's talk about your health. Are you guys, taking care of yourselves? Do you have time to rest? We just watched the video of traveling in and out, going for conferences, meetings, and whatnot. And he says he listens to his body, when he has to rest. What do you guys do to rest?
To be honest, I think that we need to take a break. We work 1st January to 31st December.
Are there?
Like it's serious, like
it's not
every single day. So you see, they mentioned the days that we rehearse, and
Yeah,
everything.
Tuesday.
The days that we are not rehearsing, there's still something we're doing.
Like me, I'm trying to squeeze them into for a podcast conversation. Like, and you know the date they've given me, June 16th. like future.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
In between this, they're schooling. In between this, they're shooting movies. In between this, they're
Yo, that's crazy.
So it's
TikTok live.
they're live.
Yeah.
In between this, they're trying to create content for social media, interviews.
I want to
So
like
they're
what
busy
what is it like
throughout.
for them
And
mentally? What is it like for them mentally? I don't.
Mentally.
Yeah,
What is it-
why
what is
they're
it for
human
them?
beings? What are you saying? You don't think that
It's
relationship?
I'm answering. So I feel like it's fun. Like we see it as we are having fun. It's something we love doing.
Right.
So
And
you
it's
don't
paying you
actually
too, so
get
you're okay.
tired of doing it. You are actually enjoying yourself. So sometimes you are tired, but like, nah, the sleep can wait.
Okay. The question I was asking, let me rephrase it. She's giving it to Endurace, and I'm coming to the two of you. Are boys intimidated by your
Dance
presence,
prowess.
your prowess, are people find it hard to approach you?
Me,
Yeah.
personally, I've gotten few comments that are like, I feel like you are rude because
Oh.
you don't give that friendly vibe. I don't understand what they mean by that, but I had to ask someone that actually sees, beyond that, and they're like, yeah, sometimes it's like that. But I feel like I actually am very, very, very selective of the people I let into my space
Exactly.
as a person, not just as a dance artist, but I feel like what you bring to me is what I'm going to show to people, Your friends would actually tell people who you are. So I think
Very careful about who you let in around.
you get me. So as for them being intimidated, I don't see it. If they're intimidated, maybe they don't show it, but I don't know if men or guys are intimidated by.
Okay.
Us.
We'll have to wrap up the conversation. Our time is fast spent. But after the conversation, when we end it, please find the easiest dance moves to teach Olele, myself, and
I thought you said you were pro.
No, I am a pro, but just for the fact that I have to join them.
Oh, my leg is paining you.
Okay.
That's right.
Everybody could do.
I didn't even come with my leg today.
But guys, hey, it's been great talking to you. Like, you have no idea the inspiration that you've let out to a lot of people. Your stories are just phenomenal. You know, it's inspiring, it's motivational. Quables, you and Dance God have done an amazing job. And Afrobeast.
Yeah,
well, you've done an amazing job, you know, creating this. And the name, even. I don't even know how you came up with that name. Dance with a Purpose. I'm sure you could have chosen 1,000 other names. Yeah, like Blue Squad and Yellow and, you know, all that, you know, legs break a leg and things. You know, but, I mean, Dance with a Purpose. It's one of those names that I foresee them going real far, you know. And I wish you guys all the best. I'm following you now, so I'm gonna learn a thing or two, and I promise you when I'm back at 50. Yeah. Any final words from you, all three of you, before I let you go?
Okay. We'll start
Let's start with Senior.
Thank you guys for having us, and thank you, for hearing our stories. There's a lot more coming from DWP Academy. I mean, we recently did auditions and got new members. So you're going to see new stars. It's going to be bigger than like what everybody's thinking or what I'm even thinking. So we just need everybody to keep supporting us, and we're not going to disappoint anybody.
Awesome, I like that. Gerard.
Yeah, thank you for having us on the show and giving us the platform to share our stories. And I want to say a very big thank you to each and everyone that have supported our journey and my journey, and to the people that look up to me. I would keep doing the best that I can to give you the positive impact you are looking out for. And to all my supporters and my fans, I love you guys so much.
Aww.
Thank you guys.
Oh, that's so touching.
Financial controller.
Financial control. Ken Ophoria.
Who will not disclose their income?
Shock.
I mean, what became the female version? Was?
I beg you for here today. I take God.
Okay. Thank you also for having us, and I just want to say something out there to everyone watching, parents, children, anyone at all. If Quables used to say, find your purpose and live it. So aside you finding your purpose and living it, I just want to encourage parents to actually support their children to do what they love doing. I mean, it's not always just about the books. Make sure they are schooling all right. Like, never allow them to let go of their books. But then make sure that if there's a talent your child has, do your possible best to find a way to let them groom that talent and make the most out of it. Because God gave it to them for a reason. And if you are their guardian, you are their parent, and you are sleeping on that talent, then what's the point? So make sure you do your possible best to let it out. And a big shout out to my parents, Stargirl Galaxy, everyone pushing me. I love you guys so much. Bye.
One thing we didn't mention that I think we forgot is their smiles. When they are dancing, the look on these two's faces, you don't know, but it lightens up everybody's day.
Yeah.
A big part of your dance is your smile.
Whilst
Don't
you're
take
on
that
let me
off.
just quickly ask. There's a new dance move that has come.
I beg
You guys
you,
are-
it's okay.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking.
Guy,
I'm asking a question. No, it's a
Bro,
very
it's the
important
red
question.
one, press it.
It's a very important
Don't be
question. What is going on with their eyes? What's
No, the mouth they keep.
Right. On that note of smile, Cyril, thank you very much for end on that note of smile, because talking about smile, every time we eat food,
Marketing
and gets are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay and gum disease, and in some cases foul breath. So brush your teeth, morning and evening when you are rehearsing with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. It gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth, okay? So, like they say, it's fortified with pro-fluoride and micro-calcium ingredients. Can you say after me? Hey, careful, please. Sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. On that note, we are out. Back here again tomorrow on Culture Daily. Afronitaaa Endurace, Quables, thank you so much. And I'll be back here same time tomorrow. Out.